Hi guys and welcome. My name is Amanda for those of you who are new to the channel here for the first time. For those of you who've been here before, welcome back, and to friends and family, g'day. So I'm just going to be making a really simple dessert dish at the moment this morning, and then I'll move on to the main meal later on. But this video, I'll just do a short video just to break up the videos so they're not so long, and makes it easier for the family to find specific recipes as well. So they will know this one. This is Sylvia's No Bake Cheesecake. Really simple, but we're going to modify it a little bit. We're going to be adding white chocolate and macadamia because the No Bake Cheesecake is a very basic recipe. And I have white chocolate and I have macadamia nuts, and so I figured I'd put it all together. Something also a little bit different as well. Instead of using your standard biscuits to make your biscuit base, I'll be using the same biscuits that I normally use when I make a tiramisu. It makes it a lighter biscuit base. And once again, it's no bake, so they're already pre-done, very simple, just needed to be blended up. And I need a cup of them in total, so I'll go ahead and do that because it's a bit noisy. So I've used 3 of the individual packets because they come in this size. So I've used 3 of those and blended them up in the food processor until they are a fine powder. Okay, just like that. So now they're ready just to be put into the base of what I'm going to use as a springform tin. Okay, I'll bring you down. So it's about 180 grams to 200 grams of biscuit crumbs. And then I also need some unsalted butter as well, which I'm just going to melt as well, which is another 110 grams. So I'll combine my butter and my biscuit crumbs. And that's the base of the cheesecake, pretty simple. Done. Okay, here's a springform tin. Springform tin, most of you will probably know. I'm not telling you, it's got a lip side and a non-lip side. It's normally sitting lip side up, baking into the dish. Flip them around this way, and it's much easier to get the cheesecake out after it's set. Just going to line the bottom of the cheesecake pan, pushing it in, and then I'll just lock the pan back up again. Alrighty. Okay, so pan's ready. The biscuit base in. I'm just going to pack that down. Okay, base is done. We can pop that in the fridge, but there's not going to be enough time. The recipe is going to be made in time, and that can all just go in the refrigerator and set. So I have myself, this is 250 grams of just a cream cheese. This is a spreadable cream cheese as well. I'm not the standard Philadelphia cream cheese. This is a spreadable cream cheese. It doesn't matter which one you use because we are going to be adding vegetarian gelatin to this as well, or a vegan gelatin, same difference. So we're going to put all of that into a stand mixer. And we're also going to add condensed milk that we've made up earlier. So this is equal to a normal can of condensed milk. I think they're around 400 grams, thereabouts. So this is equal to 1 can of condensed milk. I'm just going to blend all of that together, and I'm just going to add, or maybe not, but let me get the lid off. Even though I know it's got some sweetness in the condensed milk, I'm just going to add a splash of the caramel syrup as well. All of that, and blend it well together. I have 200 mils of just boiled water and 1 sachet of the gelatin. I'm just going to mix those together and then combine it in with the cream cheese and the condensed milk. Just to make sure I've got no lumps in the gelatin, I'm just going to strain it into the mixture while it's beating. And then I've just got to melt the chocolate as well. So I'll just strain this liquid. Because there's nothing worse than lumps of gelatin. Okay, I'll let that continue to mix while I go and melt 200 grams of white chocolate as well to add to it. So after a few minutes, that's all been beaten through until it's smooth. And then all we've got to do is add the macadamias. So these are crushed up fresh macadamias. It's about 100 grams. And then goes the macadamias. Pretty simple recipe. You can use whipped cream as well if you want to make an angel cake. But this is just a quick no-bake cheesecake. Everything all combined together and then into the base and then refrigerated until it all sets, which doesn't take that long, a few hours. Be ready for the dinner this evening. So Sylvia's cheesecake, like most of the plain cheesecakes back in the day, would have been a lemon flavoured, and that's what we always had, which was a cheesecake just made with condensed milk, cream cheese and lemon juice, and that was a standard around the table for special occasions, Mother's Day or Christmas. This one just got elevated a little bit as years went on, and we started adding the white chocolate and the macadamias when the macadamias became easy to access product. All right, tap it down. All done. Put that one in the refrigerator to set. Just giving it a wiggle around and a tap down just to get the air bubbles out that is created when we whisk it up with the beaters. You can see all the little air bubbles coming to the surface. When there's no more air bubbles, it's ready to go in the refrigerator. Done. Beautiful. Okay, into set. And that's a very quick dessert. You can decorate that with fruit if you want. We never did. Plain as, simple, tastes yummy. Into the refrigerator. Quick and easy. Vintage old cheesecake recipe.